Hello, folks. Welcome to OnlyStans episode 2.5. Today is the part 2 of the Lisa Ann episode, which we will dive into right now. It was such a good conversation. We had to split it up into 2 parts, so enjoy. One of the last times we talked about, you sent me VR goggles at the start of quarantine, and you were getting into the VR porn game. Are we still in the VR porn game?
So the reason I sent you those was because my very last scenes I did when I went back into the industry, which you'll read about, this was in 2019.
In the Life is Back.
My last 2 scenes were VR, and I wanted them to be VR because I didn't want my career to be time-stamped by technology. So, like, the GOAT status would have probably ended if the only way people were watching was VR, and I wasn't in that category. So that company sent me those goggles, and so I sent them to you.
Oh, so you just pawned them off
Did
on
you
me?
use them?
I
kind of
tried
got
them.
pissed. I gave them away because I would have done like all the tennis and shit. Like I would have done like activities with them during the pandemic, and I was like, "Fucking Glenny's
what did they
using
tell
these to
you to
masturbate."
do?
Can I be honest? What I was just about to say, actually, trust me, I was hanging out more in the Mesozoic era with dinosaurs than I was masturbating.
I'm
with
still shocked that I forgot about what GOAT stood for. That's going to bother me all
you
day.
did. Like, it's,
Don't make me think about it again.
It's a hell of a lot more fun to hang out in like the dinosaur era in the VR world than the porn. The porn, it's okay.
Well, because
you can, like,
nobody's
go hang
mastered
out.
shooting it yet, I think. It's very
Yeah.
difficult to shoot. The guy cannot be really present at all, yet he's inside the girl. But you don't want to see his arms. He can't make any moves. You're right with the camera. Like, it's really like doing a 3-way. It's you and the camera and then this dude. It's hard to shoot.
Yeah, exactly. It's a weird thing when you're just looking at it and then you see this random guy's dick and then you look down.
But, like,
and
you
you're
can
just,
do activities on there. You can play other people in
That's
tennis
what I was saying.
and
You could
shit.
even box
On
people.
VR?
Yeah.
You could
So
do
what did
dinosaur stuff.
you do? It was literally
I
porn.
did sex scenes. Yeah, 2
You did
scenes
sex
for a
scenes.
company called Wet VR. They're my last
So
2
if
scenes.
I'll
in the
have it
industry.
and I'll be like just watching you, like
and
it's not a
and
game.
it'll seem like we're together.
So I'm not gonna lie, I did watch the wet VR scenes.
I did watch it.
If we're gonna be straight, so what it is basically
They
you're
were
sitting
holiday
there. It was like a
themed, by the way.
Thanksgiving one.
Yeah,
Yes,
baby.
you cooking Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes, I was.
Yes, I think you were in like a
I
purple
wanna
dress.
see.
Yes,
Yeah.
a wrap because they wanted a wrap so it could open and come towards the camera.
We should have brought it on
the dress.
the VR.
I should have brought the
should've
You
VR.
should have brought the
Yes,
VR.
it was a Thanksgiving one. Then
It
the other
was-
one was Christmas.
Yeah, I didn't see the Christmas one. I
Okay,
saw the
saving
Thanksgiving.
that,
I love
okay.
Thanksgiving, but yeah, you basically you come over. I think you're stressed. The guy is stressing that his parents are coming over. You're
Sure.
cooking dinner.
And I'm like, listen,
And
let's
then
just
you're
get
like,
it
oh my
out
God,
before your
let's get the
parents
stress
get here.
over. And then you walk over and unclothed per se, and then they do the sex. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
No.
And you're basically just sitting there. It's like a POV type thing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie either. I did watch before I came on. It
Oh,
was
you
the
pre-gamed?
scene.
Which
I
scene?
pre-gamed. It was the
Good
scene
girl.
where you're like a lifeguard.
Oh,
and
no,
you're in-
it's
like
not a beach, it's a
And you're in the
bathtub.
bathtub. Oh my God, amazing,
Thank
amazing.
you. It was a really tough acting
It was
day
amazing.
for me.
It was so good.
Good work, Lisa.
Very popular scene as
No,
well.
yeah, I looked up your like most popular scenes and like I wanted to see your
Look at her
vibe.
doing some work
And I was
before the
just
show
like,
prep.
I know, I was like, oh my God, okay, I cannot wait to meet her. She's so hot. Okay.
One of the final things I have here, I want to play a new game with you, a segment with you,
Oh, wow.
called LA or LA.
Okay.
Lisa Ann or Los Angeles.
Okay.
So Lisa Ann, your illustrious movie career, you have 353 movie credits, which to put into perspective is 156 more than Samuel L. Jackson. You've been in a lot of movies.
Okay.
So I'm going to read to you some movies. You tell me if it's a real movie,
Okay.
Lisa Ann,
Okay.
or
An LA movie.
no, a real movie,
Or
LA,
LA.
or
Or
a Lisa Ann porn
Lisa
movie.
Ann porn.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, first one.
By the way, this new segment works very well with my name. What are you going to do for other people?
I know.
I honestly,
LA.
I thought of LA. I thought of the segment before that, and then I was like, LA or LA sounds pretty good.
Sorry.
No, it does.
But okay, first one, Wild Things.
That's LA Hollywood, not LA me.
Wonderful movie.
Okay.
Probably,
Yes.
I would
Wonderful
say
movie.
the greatest sex scene of all time in a movie in history.
Oh.
Do you watch Power?
No.
Power has great sex scenes.
Power.
Believe it
Wild
or not,
Things?
50 Cent series Power, like I just watched one last night. Like I lose my shit over the sex scenes on
Wild
that
Things,
show.
Matt Dillon's pouring like candle wax on Denise Richards. It's insane.
I know, and she was so hot, Denise Richards, so hot.
Denise Richards doesn't get the
So
respect
hot.
she deserves. Next one, Cougar Hunting.
That's definitely an LA Lisa Ann. I think Cougar Hunting, I probably was in a Cougar Hunting from Wicked Pictures, I think.
It's actually in L.A., Los Angeles.
Oh.
So it's like actual cougars, or is it like a...
Oh, no, it's like one of those shitty
Okay.
National Lampoon
Okay.
movies.
Shitty
Gotcha.
comedies.
But it is L.A., Los Angeles.
Okay.
Next
sorry.
one, Mama Knows Best.
Oh, that's me right there. Mr. Pete directed it. It was for
she
Evil,
knew that
it was
one.
for Red Light
She
District
knew
at
that
that
one by
time.
heart.
This distributor was Red Light District, and I had to write with lipstick something like "Mommy Knows Best" on the mirror. That was the box cover.
Damn, okay.
Okay.
This is
Circa
just-
like 2007.
This is just straight up MILF.
MILF is a mainstream movie.
It is real
It is
Los
a
Angeles.
mainstream movie.
It
Yes,
is real
Los Angeles. Yes.
Correct.
MILF?
I think it's like an international movie. I don't
Yeah.
think it's an American movie.
That's fine.
Tits a Wonderful Life.
Oh, 1995, a Christmas movie that I shot, that I'm on the box cover, and it was a spoof on It's a Wonderful Life, the Christmas theme, and it was called Tits a Wonderful Life.
Tits a Wonderful Life is a great name.
It's a great name. It was distributed by Metro Home Video when I was a contract girl with them and started in 1994 with them.
That's a fantastic.
Were you even born yet? Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's one of those VHS ones I bet goes for
Faux
pretty
show.
penny. That's a good
VHS.
And
one.
you know what? That was the last run that, like, when they
Where do
tried
I
to
find
convert
these?
them to DVD,
Right.
it didn't convert. It sucked. The quality did not work.
And final one, as our time is running down here, Shorty is fucking Yo Mama 4.
Oh, that's also a L.A. Lisa Ann title. That is Shorty Mac. That was done for, I want to say Sensations was the company that put it out. Shorty Mac was like a real short guy with like a really big kickstand. Like his dick was almost as big as his legs.
Dude,
No way.
You're like the Sean McVay of porn right now. You know Sean McVay remembers plays
Oh
from like
yeah,
2016.
totally. I'll break that shit down.
This is fucking insane.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
remember.
Great reference.
You are literally
Great
Sean
reference.
McVay. You are Sean McVay.
Yeah, you
One day we
know-
gotta sit down and I'm just gonna quiz you on your porn.
Oh, I would do it forever. I would tell you.
Yeah,
Next
to
time,
sit
next
there-
time
to
you're in,
know.
we're having a
I
Lisa
would
Ann
do
porn
that
quiz.
forever. You could eat the photo image, or you could just say the title like this. I'll give you a story. I'll break it down because I can remember what everything looked like.
I mean,
Yeah.
she wrote a book. You have a photographic memory.
Every few weeks or basically once a month, I'm going to try to bring back the OnlyFans Power Rankings, which is actually how I got inspired to do this show in the first place. I started doing those in blog form a few months ago, and they did pretty well. So we're going to bring back OnlyFans Power Rankings right now for this episode. Let's get into them. Top 5 of the week. OnlyFans Top 5 of the week. I would say these are my top 5 OnlyFans models alive right now, and they're fucking fantastic. First up, we got one of my original queens. She was on the first edition, Haley Cox. She is nothing short of a legend. I believe she resides in California. She's a California girl, wonderful blonde lady with I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. She's got a pretty large behind, and frankly, I'm a big subscriber. I was subscribed in the other day, and she was posted a long video that I happened to be watching. It was just her talking to the fans, and she was saying that she's gonna fuck a dude soon on camera. She was saying that she fucked this dude already, so she's getting some rapport. Once the rapport is good, she's gonna get on the OnlyFans game. So that's pretty sick. That's pretty big for the fellas. So that's coming. So we're putting Haley Cox at number 5. Very, very exciting stuff. We love Haley Cox. Number 4. I got to say, she's a little hefty with her prices, but she's probably one of the most beautiful girls in the world. She almost looks like some sort of if I had to base off the top of my head, a South American Amanda Peet. I'm a big Amanda Peet guy. I love Amanda Peet. This is Lucia Javorsikova. Huge fan. Huge fan. There's some news on the OnlyFans. It'll be great. I suggest you subscribe. But once again, I said it's a little hefty for the boys. I'll admit that. But Lucia Javorsikova is a goddamn goddess. Number 3, Corinna Kopf. Now, Corinna Kopf was actually the first ever OnlyFans Power Rankings number 1 overall pick. Corinna is probably, I would say, the top person on OnlyFans. I would say it's got to be her, Bella Thorne, Bad Bobby, Tyga. Those are the big names that you think of who's on OnlyFans. Corinna Kopf is still on. She's still killing it. I believe the first week she made it, she posted a picture of her breasts for $165,000. One picture of her breasts made her $165,000. So she's been killing it. Gotta say, the content hasn't been the most wild in the world, but it's still Corinna Kopf. It's still our queen. It's like, I don't want to say it right now because of what the recent news, but Bruce Willis. He has many, many great movies, all the diehards and whatnot, but later in their career, every movie wasn't that great, but still Bruce Willis will tune into the Bruce Willis movies. Okay, number 2, we're going to do a little something different. We're going to leave it up to the fellow OnlyStans out there. You guys leave your comments below on who you think is your top OnlyFans model right now, and whoever has the highest comment, the most upvoted comment, we'll definitely do a little in-depth dive of that girl, and we'll also friggin' post her on a story and whatnot, hopefully hype her up, hopefully get her on the show. So comment your favorite OnlyFans model below, and hopefully that'll be our new number 2. And number 1, I got to tell you, fellas, this doesn't happen often. It does not happen often when someone as beautiful as this number 1 overall pick is on OnlyFans. And not only that, she doesn't post just strictly like Instagram photos. She does post nudes. My number 1, by far, she will be my forever eternal number 1, is Haley Maxfield. It's Haley to the max on OnlyFans. It is quite the wild scene. She really is. I mean, there's no other way to say it that she's just the most beautiful girl in the world. And the fact that she has an OnlyFans is literally friggin' crazy. So shout out to Haley Maxfield for just, you got to see this girl, TiVo.
I can't wait.
She is so beautiful, and quite literally has the perfect body. Like, I'm gonna say one thing right now that maybe sound the wrong way. It shouldn't sound the wrong way at all. You know the opening side of the opening scene of Superbad
Yep.
when they're talking about the porn.
Yeah.
And Seth goes, "You ever see vagina by itself? Not for me." Like usually most vaginas, I'm not gonna lie, pretty gross. This one, out of this world. She's a queen. That was a little weird, but it's a good comparison.
We got to get her on the show.
She's my white whale.
I think you'll melt.
Haley Maxfield is my white whale.
All right, Haley.
Like my white whales are now Billy Joel, Guy Fieri, Darius Rucker, and Haley Maxfield.
All right, let's cut the clip.
So
and get it
Haley
out there.
Maxfield, OnlyFans.com/Haley Maxfield. I mean, actually, I think she's OnlyFans.com/Haley to the max. Let me confirm that. I believe she's Haley to the max. Yeah, Haley to the max at OnlyFans. So let me put together all four of those names right now for the fellas. Can't mention them without including the link. So from top to bottom, we have Haley Cox, OnlyFans.com/Haley Cox, HALEIGHCOX. And then we got Lucia Javorsikova. That is OnlyFans.com/Lucia Javorsikova, LuciaJavorcekova. And then we got Corinna Kopp, OnlyFans.com/Corinna Kopp, CORINNAKOPF. And then the fan vote is number 2. And finally, of course, Haley to the max, OnlyFans.com/Haley to the max, our queen. So thank you guys for tuning into this week. We got a great interview, great interview coming up next week with a woman named Boots. Boots' name on Instagram is NRC997. Her OnlyFans is OnlyFans.com/Boots the Feline, and she's fucking awesome. Really, really cool girl. It was a fantastic interview. Probably, I know everybody says this when they interview somebody. It was their favorite interview they've ever done. This was definitely my favorite OnlyFans interview we've done yet. She was fucking awesome. Got down to the nitty and the gritty. Figured out what happens on OnlyFans tropical trips. Why I won't fuck Genie, X on camera. A lot of good stuff. So shout out to that. Check that out next week. And thank you guys for watching.